Hundreds of boys were imprisoned in a mysterious place, but for the first time ever, a girl was sent there, shocking and exciting everyone. In her hand was a note that read, "This is the last one," meaning no new person would be sent again. In reality, they were all trapped in the center of a massive, moving maze. Every morning, the maze doors would open, and a group called the Runners would go out to search for an exit. However, even after 3 years, no one had found a way out. Each evening, the doors would close automatically, and terrifying sounds, along with the roars of mysterious monsters, echoed from inside the maze. To survive, the boys had formed teams. Some handled farming and daily chores in the center area, while the fastest runners explored the maze. Every month, a new person and supplies arrived through a mysterious elevator, but everyone sent their memories erased. A few days earlier, the main character, Thomas, had been sent there in his sleep. When he woke up, he was frightened by the strange smiles of the boys around him and tried to run, only to fall and realize he was surrounded by enormous walls. He remembered nothing about his past. The leader, Old Black, who had been there the longest, explained the situation and warned him never to enter the maze carelessly. Curious, Thomas tried approaching the entrance but was stopped. Suddenly, powerful winds blew, giant gears turned, and the massive doors began closing, showing him how deadly the maze could be. At night, the maze shifted, its walls rearranging themselves, making escape impossible. No one had ever survived a full night inside. Though Thomas initially doubted the danger, he soon faced reality when an infected boy attacked him in the forest. The boy had been stung by a monster during a previous run and was slowly losing his mind due to a virus with no cure. That night, Thomas understood the true horror of the maze. Later, when Old Black and Minho went deep inside to investigate why monsters were appearing during the day, they failed to return before the doors began closing. At the last second, Minho dragged the severely injured Old Black back toward the entrance. Shockingly, Thomas ran into the maze to help them. Facing a monster for the first time, Thomas used quick thinking to hide Old Black in vines and eventually lured the creature into a narrow passage. Trapping and killing it something no one had ever done before. The next day, Thomas and Minho discovered a hidden tunnel using an electronic device removed from the monster. It seemed to point toward a secret area deep within the maze. Inside, they found signs that this might be the monster's lair, but they narrowly escaped as the maze began collapsing around them. When they returned with news of a possible exit, some were hopeful, but others feared Thomas had disturbed the maze's balance. Meanwhile, Old Black regained consciousness after receiving a special injection that restored his memories. Before dying in a monster attack, he entrusted Thomas with the responsibility of leading everyone out. Chaos erupted when the maze doors failed to close one night, allowing hordes of monsters to invade. Many boys were killed. The mysterious girl arrived earlier than expected, carrying another message that confirmed no more supplies would come. Despair spread among the survivors. Later, Thomas injected himself with the same serum used on Old Black, regaining his memories. He realized that he and the girl had once been involved in the experiment that created the maze and sent the boys there. Guilt weighed heavily on him, but survival was now the priority. Division grew within the group. Jack and his followers blamed Thomas for everything and attempted to sacrifice him and the girl to the monsters. A fight broke out, and Thomas, with Minho's support, defeated the rebels. Determined not to die of hunger or fear, Thomas led a group back into the maze to find the exit. In the 7th sector, they encountered another deadly monster guarding what seemed to be the only escape route. Armed and prepared, the boys fought bravely. Some lost their lives, but eventually they managed to defeat the creature and continue forward, stepping closer to the truth behind the maze. And the experiment that had stolen their memories and trapped them in a living nightmare